Hi there. Welcome to day 17 of You Are Not Alone. Or You're Still Not Alone, rather. So it is day 17 of the third UK lockdown, first lockdown of 2021. And Shima is going a little bit mad. Are you alright there? She was just playing with my handbag. You alright there? Come on. Come say hello to your fans. They like you more than me. Come on. Come on. Oh, you found some cardboard to eat. Come on, Abby, come. Here she comes. Look, there's the princess. So today, I woke up feeling sad. What do you think about that, princess? When we woke up feeling sad? She doesn't care. So I woke up feeling sad, and I didn't entirely know why. Which seems like a strange thing to say under the current circumstances. So I may be feeling sad because I've still got a bit of COVID. I may be feeling sad because people I love have COVID and are a little bit more unwell than I am. I may be feeling sad because 1,800 people died yesterday. I may be feeling sad about the pandemic and the fact that we're going to be in lockdown for quite a bit longer. We're not. Doesn't even feel like I can't even see the light at the end of the tunnel. But strangely, I suspect that none of those are the reasons why I woke up feeling sad. I actually woke up feeling sad because I had a dream, and in this dream, I had a couple of dreams. A couple of them were quite funny. One of them involved male strippers. Very odd. Anyway, but one of them, I was with a group of friends from high school. We were all adults at the time, and we'd all kind of bumped into each other randomly. These are people I've not seen for years. And two of us had arranged to go out for lunch. Remember when you could meet people in groups and then go out for lunch? Anyway. And then another one, I said, "Oh, what are you up to?" And I said, "Oh, me and her are going out for lunch later." And she said, "Oh, well, why don't we all go out together?" And I was horrified by this idea. Not because of a pandemic, because there wasn't one in my dream. But I was horrified because I knew in this dream that if we all got together, then they'd all talk to each other and not talk to me. And then we did all end up going out together, and I was right. Possibly because I had a bit of a tantrum. But yeah, then I just woke up with this real sense of sadness because I'd known that something bad was going to happen, and it had happened, and just this real sense of people didn't want to be friends with me. So yeah, why am I sharing this? So I suppose one thing is it doesn't matter why we feel sad sometimes. Sometimes we just feel sad, and that's okay. And I think the other thing is this thought came up of, come on, Rachel, you shouldn't feel sad. So there are many reasons why I shouldn't feel sad. Had a lovely day yesterday. I actually got out. I've had some positive feedback about some sessions I've done, which was lovely. And I'm going to stand up to show you this bit. I've got a lovely new dress. In fact, I should show you with the belt on. I've got a lovely new dress that has a yellow belt, and it's got elephants on it. So my lovely mum bought me this dress, and when I turned up back from work yesterday afternoon, it was waiting for me from the postie. So I should be happy. And I am. I'm very pleased with my dress. I think it's lovely. but I'm sad. And that's okay. So what I want to talk about, well, this is what I'm talking about, is it's okay to be sad. And what we often do is we find a million things to do to avoid the sadness. So it's like this thing just there out the corner of our eye that follows us. And it's like we're constantly running away from it, but we can't. It's like our shadow. And you can't run away from your shadow. And yet when you turn around and look at your shadow, it's not that bad. So the meditation I want to share with you today is an invitation to turn towards your sadness. If for whatever reason you don't have any sadness, I'm not going to say turn towards and you search for it, but there's a fair chance all of us will have something challenging in our experience. So if it's a different emotion, we can turn towards that. But for me, it's turning towards sadness. So we're not going to turn towards it and try and fix it. It doesn't need to be fixed. It's just sadness. And that's okay. We can comfort it. We can give it tea. We can dress it up in elephant dresses. But it's still there. And that's okay. And actually, all of it's okay if we let it be okay, I think. So, let's just settle into our posture. And lightly closing the eyes, if that's comfortable for you. We're just going to settle into a sense of being grounded. Feeling the contact with your support. The ground beneath your feet. Contact with your chair. And softening any tension. And tuning into your breath. So your breath is going to be an anchor. And whenever the sadness or the emotion, whatever you're feeling, whenever that feels too much, just come back to your breath. So just tuning in to how it is to breathe. Breathing in, aware that we are breathing in, and breathing out, aware that we are breathing out. And then when you're ready, just turning towards anything in your experience right now that feels challenging, an emotion that you're avoiding. And see what happens if you gently sit with it, if you gently explore it, if you locate it in the body. Maybe there's a sadness behind your eyes. Maybe there's a tightness in the throat. Maybe there's a tension in your chest. Maybe this feels like it has a colour. Maybe it feels like a grey, beige blob somewhere in your body. Maybe it feels like there's a cloud above your head. So just letting it be, opening up the doors and the windows and just letting it stay, letting it sit down. Being kind to it, asking it questions, being curious, giving it space. We're not trying to change it. We're not trying to fix it. We're not trying to make it go away. We're just letting it be. We're honouring its presence. And we sit with it and breathe. And then we focus more fully on the breath. Noticing the sounds around you. And opening your eyes when you're ready. So, when I was doing that practice then, I was thinking of, I almost had this image of a kind of cartoon, like Mr. Sad, which, not quite like a Mr. Man character, but like, you know, it was like a scribble, like a childish kind of scribble, with stick arms and legs, so yeah, like, a bit like very basic kind of Mr. Man character. And I was imagining, you know, if you had a friend who was feeling sad and they wanted to come over and we weren't in a pandemic, would you say to them, oh no, you can't come in. You can't come in while you're sad? You would let them in. You'd probably give them tea. There's a fair, unless this video's gone, you know, international, there's a fair chance whoever's watching is British. It's what we do. And so you'd invite them in, you give them tea. Would you try and change them? Would you tell them that they're not allowed to be sad? Probably not. Hopefully you'd listen. You'd ask questions about what's going on for them, what it was like, and you'd be kind. You'd let them be sad. And you might not fix them, but being with them and letting them in, especially in this weather, it's the kindest thing you can do. And yet it's so hard to do for ourselves. So my invitation to you today is to let in whatever, let in the shadow. I'm mixing my metaphors. Let in the shadow, let in that little thing in the corner of your eye that you're trying to run away from. Give it a cup of tea. So, I think I probably still feel a bit sad. I'm not going to say, oh, I feel better now. I do still feel a bit sad, but I don't feel frightened of it. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I'm just sad. And that's okay. In some ways, it would be a bit strange not to be some of the time. Because 1,800 people died yesterday. It's very hard to get your head around. So it's about sitting with it, but also knowing that it's only part of the story. And it seems strange to say that, you know, 1,800 people died and I've got a nice dress with elephants on it. And in my life, this is more significant because I can see this and feel it, but knowing that this huge thing has happened as well, that is massively more significant for an awful lot of people. I'm told in both of those things. I suppose that the dress, it's not about the dress, much as it's lovely. It's about the kindness. So this was a gift from my mum to cheer me up. And so there's death and there's sadness and there's sorrow and there's kindness. And both of those things exist in the world. And maybe our task is to be big enough to hold both. So you may notice that I didn't do a session yesterday. Maybe that's also part of the sadness. And I don't know whether I didn't do it because I was at the beginnings of feeling sad, or whether part of my sadness was that I hadn't done it. Who knows? Doesn't matter. But I've waffled for, be getting on for 17 minutes now, so maybe that's a bonus. So anyway, look after yourselves. Be sad if you need to be sad. Be happy if you need to be happy. Be angry if you need to be angry. All of it is allowed. Stamp your feet. Drink tea. And remember, you're still not alone. Bye.